I think I just always wanted to be the best at everything I did because I wanted to make my family and my friends and my team proud. So I think ever since I was 6, I wanted to play for Ireland, and then as I started growing up, it became like that. You could be a professional women's player in Ireland. So yeah, it's really cool to be able to be classed in that and to kind of hopefully inspire the next generation to pick up a rugby ball or to pick up any sport because it's really important.
Who were your role models growing up?
I had loads of them, to be fair. You always have the stalwarts in the men's team and that kind of thing, like your Brian O'Driscolls and your Sextons and all of these amazing players. But for me growing up, it was all about the women's team, and it was the likes of Fiona Coughlin or Claire Malloy, Lynn Cantwell, like all these absolute stalwarts of Irish rugby in the history books. So yeah, they were huge for me. Whether they knew it or not at the time, I suppose is different. But yeah, I was the biggest fangirl going around. I went to all the games, whether it was Ashburn or Donnybrook, and I was always getting photos. And there's definitely loads of albums going around now of me being a kid and just getting photos with them.
How do you handle pressure and expectation as a player?
Yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it? Like, I just take a deep breath and I remind myself that like I'm able to play rugby, and I just have to back myself really, because I've been doing it since I was 6. So I know how to tackle and I know how to pass the ball. So it's just a matter of doing my best for the team, and hopefully that's enough at the end of the day.
You were nominated for this award last year. Now you won it. What does that mean to you?
It's crazy, to be honest. Yeah, like it's absolutely mental. Like I don't think I've thought about it properly yet. Like I'm still a bit stunned, to be honest. But yeah, like it does mean the world, because like I said, like I want to be the best in the world, and I want my name up upon those Irish stalwarts, like I said earlier, with the likes of Fiona and Lynn and all of them. So I feel like this is a little step towards that, but I think it's just huge for our team, and I think it really shows how much we've done in the last 2 years really, and how much we're growing. So yeah, like it's not just mine, like it's the team's, it's my family's. So yeah, it's more so for them than it is for me.
The fans wanted you to win this award. What does their support mean to you?
Yeah, it means everything, doesn't it? Like the Irish crowds were absolutely brilliant this year, whether they were screaming in Cork or Belfast or travelling with us to the likes of Parma and all of that. So yeah, like we could hear them every step of the way, and they've been on this journey with us, and they're on that green wave with us. So to be able to bring them with me and bring them with our team is incredibly important, and hopefully we can bring that into the World Cup going forward.
How would you sum up the Guinness Women's Six Nations this year?
Yeah, it was exciting, wasn't it? I think that gap is closing between the likes of England and other teams, and you saw it with the French game. I was only 1 point in the end, or whether it was our game in the first half, and showing how much we've grown as a squad and a team. And the last 3, I suppose, between us, Scotland and Wales, and closing that gap between France and England. Like, it's really exciting, and it just shows the absolute competition that's grown in this campaign.
What has the past year been like for you, from making a debut to now lifting this trophy?
Yeah, it's been a lot of hard work, to be honest. Like, I think I'm really honest in my reflections in how I play and how I am as a person, whether it's on the field or off the field, whether it's even college or whatever it is. So I've no problem asking for help when I need it, and the coaches and the girls have been extremely useful in that, because they've got so much experiences, and I've just picked all of their brains and tried to up my game from their experiences.
What do you enjoy doing in your downtime when you're not playing rugby?
When I'm not playing rugby, I'm usually in college, so I'm studying physiotherapy. But if it's nothing to do with school or rugby, it's definitely music. So I play a variety of different instruments, and I absolutely love it. It's just something that is so different to playing rugby, and I suppose you can't really think about anything else when you're playing music, because you might get a note wrong and then you start all over again. But yeah, between music and probably photography are my 2 biggest outlets after rugby.
So beyond rugby, what other ambitions do you have?
To be the best of what I do, I suppose, whether that's in college and studying physio, or just to be the best person I can be as well for my family and my teammates. Yeah, I'd say that's it.
Can you tell us the story behind your red scrum cap?
Yeah, I can. I started playing rugby with the boys, and they wouldn't really pass the ball, or they wouldn't kind of tackle you because you're a girl or that kind of thing. But I suppose once you work hard for the ball and you get it and you're on the pitch and score a try, they start realising, oh, this girl's got something about her. So they start kind of accepting you and knowing that you can play too. So yeah, I think I came home one day when I was still, I'd say 6, 7, 8, and I said to my mum that I needed to wear a scrum cap because my hair was so long, it was so blonde, and the lads weren't treating me like one of them. And she's like, okay, yeah, let's get a scrum cap. I felt like I was hiding my hair. I obviously wasn't, but yeah, then it kind of just stayed with me then, I suppose, as I went through different teams and that, and eventually for, I think it was my 15th or 16th birthday, I didn't really need anything, so my mum brought me home a scrum cap and it was red. And I suppose then as I started progressing through pathways with Leinster and Ireland, and my games got streamed and were on the telly, my nan, who unfortunately isn't with us anymore, she got to watch my games, and I suppose it was how she picked me out on the pitch, just seeing a little red scrum cap running around the pitch. So yeah, even just thinking of her right now makes me extremely proud to be able to do it for her.
Rugby World Cup around the corner. What are your ambitions for the rest of the year?
Yeah, for the rest of the year, I suppose, like, we want to go to the World Cup and do something really special. Like we've got a really tough pool in Japan, Spain, and obviously New Zealand then again, and we've a bit of history now with New Zealand, even though we've only played them 3 times. But yeah, like I think those games are really exciting, but this group wants to do something really special, and like I said, we want to inspire the next generation, and that started 2 odd years ago, but it's still growing, and we want that green wave to keep growing into that World Cup.
You've spoken about the influence of your grandmother. What do you think she'd make of you winning this award?
Yeah, I think she'd be very proud. Yeah, I think like she passed away when we were out in Dubai, so I think her passing away and knowing that I made it back into a green jersey it's probably one of the proudest moments I've had in my career. But yeah, I think she'd be very proud right now.
You've clearly become a fan favourite. What does it mean like to become someone who is now a role model for the next generation?
Yeah, it's a weird one, to be honest, because we don't feel like role models, but we know we are. Like I knew growing up how important it was to have female role models and to have somebody to aspire to be, and it's an incredibly special feeling. Like even after the England game in Cork, even though the results didn't end the way we wanted it to, the fans all still stayed, and there was boys and girls asking us for photos and autographs, and there was even kids coming up to me with red scrum caps asking me to sign them. So like it's really hard to describe, but it's something that we don't take for granted, and we know that we've to do the country proud, and we've to inspire the next generation.